Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Burt's here, playing some F1 Manager 2023, Season 2 of our playthrough. Got the 2023 season done, starting up our 2024 season in-game. Hopefully the last video helped you kind of get more comfortable with how the end of season goes, moving into the next season. Kind of getting some of those first researches, well, I guess developments for some new car parts ready to roll. Yeah, and we'll jump into this first race weekend here. Let's actually double check the cars, because I know we've developed and are designing some parts, and we have some suspension being manufactured now. Let's check on the car. Looks like we have a second suspension and second side pod installed to car 1, so that will be great. So we'll see how some of those early upgrades we did help us out, but we are lacking a bit in the top speed still and our low speed cornering, and we are dead last in the brake cooling section, so we definitely need to improve those as quickly as we can. But we are, have a pretty strong DRS effectiveness, and our acceleration is pretty good as well. But we definitely need to continue improving the car as quickly as we can and as strong as we can. We definitely need to upgrade some of these facilities as well to help us improve the development of the car even quicker. But nonetheless, I do believe we are ready to go ahead and jump in straight into this race. So let's go ahead and choose our first set of targets for the season. Definitely going to get our quali position streak ready to go. Let's do both of them 15th for 5 races. That's the longest we can do that for. They want both of our drivers to get Q2 in the season opener. It's definitely possible, but let's see how that plays out. Let's definitely get both of them the 15th. I think that's doable. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be fastest lap. It is, and we're not going to try for that. So I believe that gets us ready to go for our performance targets. Let's go ahead and jump back into a new season. We finished out pretty decent last season. P6 in the Constructors. Not too shabby, but we definitely need to start improving if we're going to fight for some championships. We can't just keep being stagnant and sitting around in the spot that we're currently in. And let's definitely see how our new driver lineup's gonna play out. Feeling pretty confident about our boys. We got a whole new lineup. All 3 drivers are brand new. Staff's kept the same. Extended the contracts. We want to keep the staff the same. But our previous drivers were not doing too well for us, unfortunately. But let's see how these new ones play out. I'll go ahead and time-lapse these sessions for you, and I'll bring you right back for the quali session of the brand new 2024 season. Welcome back, everyone. Practice over. Went pretty okay. Got the boys. Definitely got Richard 100% track readiness and car setup, which is good to go. I'm pretty sure I got Theo set up there to 100% hopefully at the end. And I've got him 100% ready on track too. I did bring them in early at the end of that P3 session just to kind of save a little bit of wear and tear on the components. And I'm actually going to try something a little bit different this season. And since we've already used some components, even though they're still in the 90s, I'm going to switch to some brand new units for quali and the race. And hopefully we'll be able to keep those units in good nick and keep things clean on track so we can hopefully have this little strategy with the units we're using a little bit better, as long as the boys can keep it clean. So I'm going to try to use the units we just used for the practice session for the future practice sessions, and then switch to new units for the races and kind of cycle around, so that way we're not putting too much wear and tear on everything all at once. And hopefully that will work out in our benefit, but we shall see. Let's go ahead and start this qualifying session for the first race 2024 season. See where we land. Ooh, Richard dropping out P19, not good. Let's see where old Theo landed. Theo's up in P15. Looks like K-Mag actually qualified behind us, so that's good. And Danny Rick is up there right with us. So it looks like Alpha Tauri and probably Williams potentially. At least one of the Williams is going to be our rivals this season. But we definitely need to start developing the car much quicker and a bit more aggressively, so that way we can benefit ourselves as best as possible. And Theo dropping out, P11. Pretty good showing for the boy. Good to see. And it looks like a Williams is not above us, so that is excellent. Beating out Albon there by a couple of tenths. Nice work there, Theo. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to the race now. First race, nighttime. Excited. Definitely gonna try to be really aggressive with the tire strategy this season. I think our car and driver does a bit better when we're pushing on the tires a bit harder. So let's try to do that this season. Maybe try to do 2 stops every single race. I think that's gonna be a little bit better strategy for us, because we do have a bit slower of a car if we're not just, pushing it to the limits. So let's go ahead and get a aggressive strategy set up. Can we do we want to do a position gain right off rip? Take a gamble. That's actually not. Let's play it safe for this first race and see if that will be a little bit better for us. So soft, medium looks like the way to go, or the soft, medium, soft. Let's see how these tire life lineups look like. So definitely we can push on the tire pretty aggressively. And I believe, let's see, soft. Let's come here and tab this over a bit. So that does help us out quite a bit. So we can take these softs quite a long time, but we're gonna be aggressive. So let's actually push aggressive here, aggressive here, aggressive here. So that way we get a little bit better of a standard. Let's try this one out right here, 36. Lap 18 and lap 36 with these pace targets. So even though we may or may not be doing that exact pace during the race itself, because we might, drop to a standard pace here. It looks like this is a brand new set, and this is a U set of softs, which is okay. I think that should be okay, or should we try a double medium here? So this is gonna be a slightly better option, I believe. Can we come back a bit further? So there we go, not too much though. Maybe one more, lap 17. Further. Let's try this out actually. 17 and 37 on the aggressive strat. It looks like this is a brand new set, brand new set, brand new set. I think that's gonna be pretty solid there for Theo. And let's go ahead and add some fuel to him and get the pace ready to rip. And it looks like we didn't quite, actually didn't pay attention before we went into the quality sessions, but it doesn't look like we quite got him to that 100%. Got him at a 97. It should be okay. Richard definitely got him to 100. I think I'm going to do the same strat for Richard here. Let's actually back out. I'm going to check the compounds. So, yep, we do have one brand new set and 2 used sets of softs. So, let's do the same thing. Let's do this strategy. Switch to medium, aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Back this up a bit. And bring this back a bit. So, is that 37-17 combo is going to be the way to go. Maybe come back a little further. Let's do 16-36 here for Richard. I think that's going to be a pretty solid move, hopefully. And let's push him on the pace as well. Let's jump into the race and see what the new car and the new boys got. Hopefully they got something, because we need to improve quite handily here this season. I did not pay attention to the car numbers, but number 5 looks like it's going to be Richard. Looks like he's starting in the back there, P19, unfortunately. And here we go. First race of the season. Let's see what we can do, boys. Lights out. Away we go. Let's jump on board with Theo here. And see what everyone is starting on. Softs, okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get that battle assist on the ERS going. Let's put both of our boys to aggressive. And let's see what they got.
You can do this.
Let's see what they got.
Yep, go for it.
Copy.
And I did notice during the practice session that when I renewed the contracts for my race engineers, the guys who are paired with our drivers, I wasn't paying attention to the actual driver and car they were being renewed to, so I accidentally switched them around, which is okay, I suppose. I mean, the drivers that we have now are going to have to kind of get used to the race engineers anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they got switched around. But it's a little different in my head, hearing a different voice for the different car compared to last season. But it should be alright. A little change is always good. It looks like we're kind of, playing it safe right now. It looks like. Go ahead and actually bring the battery back down. And we got the tires up to temp. Let's bring the tire strap back down to aggressive here.
Okay, back off.
Copy that.
And let's let this play out for a bit. Let's see if the boys got some moves up their sleeves. And lap 1 done. Looks like the gap between 12 and 13 is pretty big. So hopefully Richard can start making some places, but he's not really making much headway on Ricardo there, unfortunately. So it looks like Richard may not be as strong as we thought. We got K-Mag right behind us. K-Mag's gonna definitely try to be a thorn in our side this season, I believe. Looks like Theo's kind of hanging in there with the cars in front. If we can keep up with them and snag some DRS, that would be great. Let's go ahead and speed this up here a bit, actually. Let's go ahead and get this first race underway and see what the boys got. Go ahead and bring the tire back down to standard. Bring the temps back down a bit. And Esteban gets past us there with Theo. But we are hanging in there. DRS should be open, so we got DRS with Theo. And we're burning the fuel up, so let's go ahead and bring the fuel back down. And Richard is making some moves. Let's go ahead and push him on aggressive. Let's push Theo on aggressive as well. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a crash. What happened here? What happened here? Are we already getting into some incidents? Looks like Esteban and Theo going at it. And Esteban, we're gonna close the door on him. And Esteban just didn't back out of it fast enough. Looks like no damage though, hopefully. Hopefully we didn't pick up a puncture. But that is gonna drop a competitor back behind us. Hopefully we don't pick up a penalty for that. Because if we can keep that position, that would be pretty good. But we are a bit far back from Stroll in the group ahead to our first set of points, but it should be okay. Should be alright. Looks like got some tire to burn. And Richard is catching that group in front, which is excellent to see. K-Mag locking up. K-Mag's already making mistakes. Good thing we let him loose. Because I think our current boys are going to be the ones that are going to help us out here in the long run. We're playing a bit of the long game here. We got to train. We got some good drivers, some good foundations. They're young. Hopefully, definitely not going to be this year. We're going to get championship, but you know, we will soon enough. A couple seasons in, we got to get that car dialed in. We got to see maybe changing our development approach to something a bit more aggressive to the things that we're lacking in, and see if that plays out to be a better option. Let's bring the tires back down here a bit. It looks like the group behind us is catching back up. Esteban wants to take that place back from us. I believe they're going to be on... Let's see, so Esteban actually just came into pit. And we're now in our pit window with Richard, and we're going to be in our pit window here in the next lap with Theo. Let's go ahead and push Theo a bit harder here on the tire. Go ahead and push a bit of fuel here as well. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened here? Got a signs lock up. Okay, so I don't think that involves us. Let's skip this. Let's see what happened. We're gonna get another prompt. Yellow flag. So we're trying to get past Oscar here. Trying to get around him on the outside, but he gets a little wide there. I wish we could see a different angle of that. But I don't think we've damaged the car. Doesn't look like we've damaged the car. Let's actually bring the aggression down here on the drivers, because I think they're pretty aggressive already. So we don't want to make them too aggressive to where they're going to be crashing out. So let's go ahead and bring Richard in.
Fox, please confirm.
Copy, Fox.
And that's really going to hurt us with Theo, unfortunately, because now we are quite a ways back from where we were going to potentially have some decent points. We could sneak into that 10th slot, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get that now. So hopefully our pit strategy will help us out. Yeah, Richard coming in. Let's go ahead and bring Theo in as well. Go ahead and put him on attack, actually. Ooh, not a good pit stop for our boy Richard. Let's see what happened here. Are we gonna have to wait for the car behind to exit? No, looks like front right having some trouble getting off. And we had to wait for the car behind. Ah, yikes. We'll have to get that pit crew set up as well. Let's see if they can do a better job with Theo here. 3.2, not too shabby, but not the greatest either. And we are not doing well for our first showing. Not doing well for the first race, unfortunately. Well, we got a long season ahead. We got some more car parts coming. I think we need to make either an underfull. We need to pick a car part that's going to be a big benefit for the car in the area we want to start focusing on. Looks like Theo's catching up Richard over there. Let's see what other tires people are on. Mediums as well. Some soft sprinkled in. So Theo just got around Richard, which is alright. We got some DRS. So our boys are battling, but hopefully we can kind of DRS leapfrog each other up to that group in front. And we're slowly catching them. And hopefully our battling, I don't think our battling is affecting us, which is good to see. So we are catching Yuki pretty slowly here, but we're catching him. We've got about 30 laps remaining here. Alright, so we're about to be in DRS range of Yuki, which will be good. So we can get both of our guys clear of him. Then we can start working up the order a bit further, hopefully. See if we can get around Yuki here. Nice work, Theo. Good work. And we're starting to pull away now, so let's actually push a bit here on the fuel. And we just entered the window for our next pit stop here. And I wish Theo would not have had incidents with some of those other guys there, because I'm curious to see how this aggressive tire strategy is going to play out. But hopefully we'll trigger a new round of pit stops. And started to lose a bit of fuel there. Should be alright.
Box this lap.
Yes, box.
And we'll bring Theo in on this next one. 3.4 second stop there. Let's jump on board here with Theo. See if we can have a good pit stop. Fingers crossed. And here we are, coming in, pit in, pit in.
Understood.
All right, team. We did some good training over the off season. Let's see if you can show me it worked off, played out. Oh, come on, get out there, get out there. What happened? 3.5, a little slow. Looked like left rear potentially. It's all right, it's all right. Jumping back out. Let's check tires on everyone else. So it looks like Valtteri's got a new set. He's quite a ways in front of us. And everyone else is going to have to pit again up to Hamilton and Norris, it looks like. So hopefully we can make some ground up here soon.
Okay, back off.
Yeah, we need to make up some ground here soon with our boys. So that way when those next round of pit stops come through, we can be in a better position to take those places back. And at least get up to 12 and 13. That would be pretty sweet to see. So Ricardo pit there. So he's going to go to the end, I'd imagine. He's on softs and K-Mac pit as well. But we are pushing aggressive on this tire. Uh-oh, looks like Theo spun. What happened there, Theo? What happened there, brother? Oh no. Just put a little too much throttle in it seemed like, and just spun yourself out. Well, Theo's not showing us some good stuff yet. But we got a long season. We got a long season ahead. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time to improve. We got 15 laps remaining here. And yes, we know the tires are hot. It is all right. Let's click over here to Richard because I think he's going to be in better position to get some points. Well, not points. What am I saying? We're in 16th. Going to be in a better position to hopefully move up a little bit further, but doesn't look like it. Looks like Ricardo is giving us a fight here on the softs. It looks like K-Mag just overtook Theo there. Ay, ay, ay. We got 6 laps here to go. Looks like Danny, Rick, and Richard are going at it. Got about the same amount of tire life. And yes, we know the tires are getting hot. It's all right. It is all right. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And Theo's about to get lapped. There we go. Looks like Perez and Verstappen are going at it. Perez is finding some pace this season, it looks like. We got 3 to go here. 3 to go. And let's push attack here with Richard and see if we can gain that place. Oh, we did. Excellent. Let's go ahead and deploy as well, I believe. And let's go ahead and push the fuel as well, because we are running out of laps, and this is the last lap, essentially. Then we're going to have one more here with Richard, and as soon as we might unlap ourselves with Verstappen, but Checo is going to take the flag.
Okay, that's checkered flag. Very tough.
Deo, P18,
So
finished
just
in front of
remember when you
K-Mag,
go
and we're
to
finishing in
P1,
front
wait
of
3 seconds,
Ricardo
and then P0. See you
with
soon.
Richard. So we're finishing in front of the Alpha Tauris. Looks like the Williams and McLaren are gonna be the ones to catch up to. It's gonna be an interesting season. We definitely gotta get the car developing quickly. We can't afford to be finishing like this every single race. Not gonna be a good look. The board is not gonna be happy with that. Neither is the team or drivers.
That's the checkered
If anyone
flag.
checked out any of the new news coming out
Really not too
for
bad at all.
F1 Manager
Yeah,
2024,
let's get race.
they're kind of changing the confidence setting for the driver and staff to a more of a mentality system, which is going to be a bit more involved. So I'm very excited to see how that feature works and use it, because there is a potential for your drivers to get poached mid-season from other teams as well as staff. So gotta play their mentality, keep them happy with the team, to keep them wanting to stay on the team and drive for you, and keep the staff wanting to work for that team. So that's gonna be a neat feature to see, especially being able to create a brand new team from scratch. So the mentality level with a brand new team is going to be interesting to see how that one works out in the new game. But we're going to keep trucking through this F1 Manager 2023 game in our 2024 season, and keep playing this out until either we catch up to the real life 2024 season, which hopefully will be pretty quick here soon, and then we'll kind of start recording in a different fashion, try to do a video with the race weekend, and kind of do it one by one. So that'll be a fun experience. That'll do it for the very first one. Back in it, 2024 season. Didn't finish strong, unfortunately. Didn't finish as strong as we wanted, but Williams has a point, and we're in P9 currently. And it does take into effect our positioning for this, with how we finished in the race itself. So Theo dropping 7, unfortunately. Richard pumping up 3. So that's good. Richard's got some race pace. Let's hit continue here. Actually, let's see if our driver performance improved potentially for the race weekend. I'll hit continue one more time, and if anyone improved, it'll show us now, and it doesn't look like it. So alright, Saudi Arabia coming up next, round 2. Miami coming up this weekend in real life 2024. So let's see if we can catch up to that one, and then jump onto that next race as well. But that'll do it. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.